Hello, Anna. I'm glad you joined today. I thought we could practice your listening and speaking skills today by having a real conversation. How do you usually practice English at home?
Hi, Miss Laura. I usually listen to some English songs and try to repeat the words, but sometimes I don't understand everything. I want to be able to follow conversations more easily.
That's a good start. Listening to songs is fun. But it's also important to practice speaking and responding in real time. Let's try that today. I'll ask you some questions, and you can answer in full sentences. Don't worry about mistakes, just focus on listening carefully and speaking slowly.
Okay, I'm ready.
Great, let's start easy. Can you tell me about your typical day? What do you usually do in the morning, afternoon, and evening?
Sure, in the morning, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and have breakfast. Then I go to my English class or study at home. In the afternoon, I usually have lunch and sometimes take a short walk. In the evening, I like to read a book or watch a short video in English before going to bed.
Excellent, you spoke clearly and with good details. Now, let me ask you another question. What do you find most difficult when you listen to English? For example, is it fast speech, new words, or understanding accents?
I think the hardest part is when people speak very fast. Sometimes I can hear the words, but I don't understand the meaning. Also, some words sound very similar, and I confuse them.
That is very common for learners. One way to improve is by listening for keywords instead of trying to understand every word. Let's practice that. I'll read a short story, and I want you to tell me the main idea. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. Yesterday, a young boy went to the park with his dog. He saw many people playing football, flying kites, and riding bicycles. The boy decided to feed the ducks at the pond. After a while, he felt hungry and went home to have lunch with his family.
The story is about a boy who went to the park with his dog. He watched people doing activities, fed the ducks, and then went home for lunch.
Exactly, you understood the main idea without needing to know every single word. That's excellent listening practice. Now let's make it a bit harder. I'll describe a daily routine of someone else, and you tell me what the person usually does.
Okay, let's try.
Maria wakes up very early, around 6 o'clock. She prepares breakfast for her family, then goes for a short run. After running, she takes a shower and gets ready for work. She usually works until 5 o'clock and then goes to the grocery store before returning home. In the evening, she cooks dinner and reads a book before going to bed.
Maria wakes up at 6, makes breakfast, goes running, takes a shower, works until 5, shops for groceries, cooks dinner, and reads a book before sleeping.
Perfect. You got all the details. Listening for activities and times helps you follow conversations better. Anna, that was excellent. Now, let's talk about hobbies. Can you tell me about your favorite hobbies and why you like them?
Sure, I really enjoy reading books because I can learn new things and imagine different stories in my mind. I also like drawing, especially drawing nature, like trees, flowers, and animals. Sometimes I listen to music while I draw, and it makes me feel relaxed. I think hobbies are important because they help me feel happy and improve my creativity.
That's wonderful. You explained it very clearly. Now, here's a question for listening practice. Imagine I describe a new hobby for you. Listen carefully, and then tell me in your own words what the hobby is.
Okay, I'm ready.
This hobby involves using small pieces of colored paper. You fold, cut, and glue them together to create beautiful shapes, flowers, and sometimes even animals. People who enjoy this hobby often spend several hours carefully making their designs.
Is it origami?
Exactly. Very good. Now let's try another one. This hobby is about taking photos with a camera. People often take pictures of landscapes, animals, or people. Some like to edit their photos on the computer to make them look more interesting.
Photography.
Yes, perfect. You are listening very carefully. Listening to descriptions and identifying the activity is a great way to practice.